I need you to have an unreasonable amount of self-control with that, because I swear to God, if there's 40 laugh tracks on our episode,
I'm upset that there's even a laugh track on the soundboard, honestly.
So I need to be like incredibly mature and responsible.
If you absolutely want to put this in post,
you got fart noises for us?
Fart noises, yeah, fart noises.
Oh wait. So that was so I have a keyboard, right? That was F for fart. Guess what F sharp is?
Sharper fart.
Alrighty, Derps, it's dragon time. Hey, howdy, hey everyone. Welcome back to Derps and Dragons. It's episode 10.
Yeah!
Let's fucking go.
We're still here. We're still doing
digits.
I am your Dungeon Master, JD Davenport, and as always are my Derps.
Yes, sir. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Deok and his bottom, played by Jackson Solbeck. How you doing today, everybody? I hope you guys are enjoying the pod so far. I am a Satyr Bard, level 4, and for my D69, I rolled an 8. D, an 80.
No, that's an 8.
I rolled an 8. I still don't know how to play this game.
Well, everybody. I'm Corey Colvin, and I play Djartus Guidehorn, a level 4 fighter.
Yeah, I didn't like
Minotaur.
that. Yeah.
That's Corey's real voice when he's not voicing Djartus.
I rolled a whopping 27.
Hey, I'm Cameron McGuire. I play Ziric, a level 4 Aarakocra rogue, and I rolled a 26.
And I'm Megan Armstrong. I play Breewyn Lacebuckle, a level 4 Rock Gnome Artificer, and I have rolled an 89.
Oh, that's the best we've had in a while.
Rats.
And to finish it off, I got a 63.
Oh, we're getting close there, folks.
All right, guys, how about we get into a little recap? Last time we played, you guys wandered through the woods only to be attacked by some big old nasty perytons. They're fucked up looking eagle, bird, wolf, deer things. You quickly slew them and kept going to the city of Paleon. Upon arriving, Deok tried to trick the guard into getting in, which he was already getting in, upsetting Breewyn. From here, the party split, with Ziric and Deok getting room at the closest inn to the wall that surrounds the city, the Great Wall Inn, and from there spent the night haggling for a room and talking up another local mail carrier. Breewyn and Djartus, on the other hand, wandered farther into the city, where they found a map that kind of described some of the landmarks of the city and also found a nice inn of their own, the Red Lion Inn. From there, they witnessed an SNF code delivery, for which they thought they could get some information but couldn't. And after that, everyone went off to bed. And that's where we are, where not everyone went off to bed. Djartus, it's late. What's going on?
Djartus followed the directions of the gentleman that worked for the SNF Co.
Roll me a check for that.
He wrote it down.
Ooh, he got me. Okay, I'll shut up.
Where he went 3 blocks, took a right, went 4 blocks, took a left, and looked at the big pink sign, and he knew.
There in front of you is a big pink sign that says long legs.
Yeah, you know what I picture? I picture like, you know how there's always like that one sign that's hanging down perpendicular with the building and it swings side to side? Well, they've carved the side of that to look like a leg. So as it's swinging side to side, that leg's just dangling.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
sexy.
That's sexy.
I'm always cool with a little PC world building.
Djartus, this is kind of a dry spell for you, wouldn't you say?
A little bit.
2,000 years will give you some blue balls, let me tell you.
So anyway, he enters the brothel.
You enter the long legs, and it's a very nice feel. Just velvet is the mood. It's on the couches, it's on the pillars, it's all over the place. But there's not men and women walking around escorting people, and doesn't seem trashy. There's just a woman at a front desk.
What's it smell like?
It smells good. It smells like a very nice light perfume.
Yeah, Djartus approaches the concierge.
Oh, hey, honey. What can I do for you?
I'm in need of the services of a professional.
Well, you've absolutely come to the right place. We're here to take care of you. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, due to my stature, I have some special needs, but I'll let you make those arrangements, and please just set me up with the best gal for me.
She looks Djartus up and down for a minute. And then you see her write something and pull a little string behind her, and it rings a bell somewhere farther off. And about 5 minutes later, coming down from the second story, is a half-orc woman dressed in a fine but semi-revealing dress, and she just comes down and she takes your hand and she walks up to her room, which is labeled with her name. It's Tanya, and she lets you in, and the door closes and the curtains come down.
Fade to black, everybody.
Yeah. Djartus, a couple hours go by and you leave the Long Legs. You head back to the Red Lion Inn, and when you get there, Breewyn is starfish in the bed that was supposed to be yours.
Djartus quietly walks over to what I assume is a rocking chair.
Yeah.
And he takes a seat, and he just carefully rocks it back as far as it goes, and just takes a little cat nap. Gets whatever sleep he can for the rest of the time.
And then we smash cut to morning, where Deok and Ziric are spooning in a bed.
Hey there, Ziric.
What the fuck? Get out of my bed!
What do you mean? This is our bed.
I sit up, bolt upright, and I look at the other side of the room.
There's an empty bed.
Deok, I don't even know what to tell you, honestly.
I've just never gotten as good a sleep as we did in the military when we slept together.
I don't know, get a body pillow or something. With
It's
an
not the
anime girl
same.
on it. Or, I don't know.
It just doesn't do the trick for me. You know, whenever I have your warm body up against mine, I just feel more comfortable and I sleep better than I ever have.
That's not even a good excuse. Like, you're disturbing me. I mean, at least in the morning.
To my defense, I don't think you were disturbed. You were sleeping like a baby before I just woke up.
And now I'm very disturbed.
That sounds like a personal problem to me.
Yeah, and you are my problem. My personal problem.
And you'll never get rid of me.
I get out of bed and I start putting my shirt back on.
Deok and Ziric get ready in the morning, and they get their clothes and they grab all their shit, and they, check out of the room and stuff, and they leave the inn. Where are y'all going?
Ziric and Deok had plans the night prior to go into the merchant area of town and try to barter some of the pieces of skull and other trinkets that they've collected along their journey for cash or such.
Yeah, give me just quick little investigation checks just to make it to the market. Remember, there is the east and the west market.
Yeah, remember you bribed that out of the bartender
Yeah,
last
you won
night.
that information by giving them a lot of money.
No, not money. Parts.
Parts of a periton. That
So
is a
I
lot of
should
money.
have an advantage roll?
No, absolutely not. They literally just told you that there's an east and west market.
Yeah, I got a 5 investigation.
Nice.
I got a 10, which isn't a whole lot better, but it is better.
Nice. Yeah, no, it's not hard to make your way to a market. There are people doing it. As you two are heading to the market, you're looking around, just taking in the city, things like that. I want Ziric to give me a perception check.
It's a 5.
Nice. All right.
That's ominous.
Yeah, it's cool. Now we're going to go to Breewyn and Djartus, who are waking up in the morning. You guys get your things together, and you head out. Where are y'all going?
Hey, Djartus, we were gonna go sell these parts of the thing. Do you need a cup of joe?
Yes.
They probably have one downstairs. I noticed you left, but I took the bed because don't pass up an opportunity. But we'll get you some coffee and then we'll head to the market and sell some things. And I'll try to find a blacksmith that'll let me use his forge and I can fix your axe and even maybe make myself a little something.
Oh, that's excellent to hear. I was thinking the same things.
You guys get Djartus some coffee, and you guys start heading to... Do you want to go to the east or west market?
Which way is S and F go?
West.
West is... We should go west because that's where S and F
You guys
goes.
start making your way to the west market, and you get there no problem. You know where you're going. You looked at a map.
Yep.
And you come over to this market, and it's just kind of a sprawling... What would be kind of a open center of the town, or center part of the town that just has stalls and stalls and stalls, just full of people yelling and selling and just out there getting that bread and selling and making that bread.
It's all bread.
It's all
It's
bread.
just-
Bread. Are any of these guys blacksmiths or like exotic game?
There are
people?
some shops that have actual brick and mortar stores, and you do hear like the noises of blacksmithing going on there and stuff like that. Give me investigation checks to find someone you can sell your dead monster parts to.
17.
A 9 for Djartus.
Djartus, it's just a little overwhelming. It's the most people you've been around in over 2,000 years. But Breewyn, you feel comfortable here. You've been to cities. You've sold things. You ask around a couple of vendors and stuff like that, and someone points you to, it looks like a circus tent a bit. It's a little smaller though, and it's all like the same shape of a circus tent, but like smaller.
Yeah.
And it's like decked out in like purples and blues.
Cool. We wander over there.
You go inside, and it's just a slew of like things in vials and skulls and all sorts of trinkets and odds and ends. And behind the counter, there is a regular human man with a comb over and a button-up shirt. And he goes, "Hi! Welcome to Jim's Oddities and Curiosities. I'm Jim."
Well, hi, Jim. Do you know anything about Perrytons?
Big eagle, deer, wolf fuckers, right?
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
actually got, and I, hey, Djartus, can you hold my foot? And I jump into the bag of holding. and then I pull myself out, and I'm like, I got parts of a Perryton. I got the head, and then I've got like a bag of talons.
Oh, well, go ahead and put it on the counter. Let me take a look. And he pulls out like a little, like the jeweler's like eyeglass
Yeah.
thing, and he just starts taking a real close look. And he looks at it for a couple of minutes, and he goes, "All right, I will give you 30 gold."
Insight?
Insights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have no idea, but I rolled anyway.
A 19?
he's lowballing you a bit.
What about 40 gold?
What about a persuasion check?
He says that
Says
out loud.
Jim, yeah.
Says Jim. It's a 12.
Jim looks you up and down, and because he got a really low roll, he goes, "Ah, shucks. You're my first customer for the day. 40 it is.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jim.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Oh,
If you die, can I have your horns? We can sign a contract for it right now." And he like loots through some drawers and pulls out like a contract. He's like, "Just sign in blood.
Let me think on that.
Take your time. I'm here every other day."
every other day?
Oh, yeah.
Are you in the other side the other day?
Yeah, you got to go to the East Market, too.
Ah. Can I do an insight on this blood contract, man?
You can read it.
Can I read this contract?
Yeah. And then you can give
Investigation.
me an Arcana check if you'd like.
Oh, an arcana?
Yeah.
Not investigating the contract?
No, it's magical.
Oh. It's 5.
I mean, it looks like a contract that's got a bunch of words on it, and then he said sign in blood. You don't know what's up with that.
Okay. I don't sign in bodily fluids, so.
That's fine. I'm not trying to buy your parts.
I'll investigate
Thanks.
it. I'm going to do so with disadvantage because I don't think Djartus's reading is quite up to snuff for
Ooh,
yeah.
for
yeah.
modern common yet, but he has been
Practicing.
he has been reading, so hey, it's not good, but it's not horrible. It's better than I was expecting. For investigation, that's a 6 with disadvantage.
What is the Arcana?
Ooh.
Also a 6?
Oh, well. That wouldn't be with disadvantage, right? It's hard to say.
Yeah, you're still kind of reading the archaic language of it because
Yeah.
it does have that written in.
With disadvantage on the Arcana check, that's a 4 and a 5.
Nice. Yeah, you don't really get the gist of this contract.
This is well above my head. I must.
You know what? Take your time, think about it, come back later. I'll be here
Every other day.
every other day.
Okay.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Jim.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you too, big guy and little girl. From here, we're going to smash cut to our other group that's walking around. Ziric and Deok. You meander your way to the center of town where you just happen to stumble upon a map. It shows the landmarks that Djartus and Breewyn have previously found, and also notates where the east and west markets are.
Yeah, so where do you think we should go? There's 2 different markets going on right now.
Yeah. I'm thinking we go over here to the west side because it's next to S&F Co. and I got to meet that guy there. Travis, the mailman.
Yeah. So we can talk about mailman stuff, right?
No, so I can go, sneak inside and look around.
Well, why would you want to do that?
I start walking to the west.
As you start walking, you hear a loud crash behind you.
I turn around.
You see about 40 feet away from you, helping an old man pick things off his cart, Grog, the half-orc. And you can kind of hear him, and he's like, oh, shit, sorry about that. Let me just help you get this.
I kind of hide myself behind the sign.
Yeah, that's fine.
If in between us.
He doesn't see you.
Deok,
Yeah. What's up?
that's Grog over there helping that guy pick up stuff. I talked to him. He's one of the employees at S&F Co. He was my coworker when I worked there.
Oh, when you pretended to work there?
I mean, yeah, when I pretended to work there.
Do you think he saw you? Do you think he'd remember you? Like, if you guys go back that far.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he'd recognize me, but like, I'm an owl in a sea of random human people.
I mean, if you guys work together, he should probably be pretty lenient towards you.
No, I remember when I snuck off by myself and then I snuck down into the area where all the goons were like sorting shit, and then Breewyn threw a bomb at them. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Did you guys turn a leaf, or were you guys not on the same page after that? Like, did he realize that you weren't playing for his team?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me an insight check real quick.
12.
Ziric, he absolutely was probably the person who ratted you out to begin with.
No, he would definitely recognize me.
Here, put this on. Deok hands Ziric a kind of adventuring gear costume that he has in his bag.
Which is? What does it look like?
What's
it
Is
look
it a
like? Yeah.
beanie and like a hoodie and some
Yeah, what's
hiking
your
shorts?
bard costume that you have?
Big fake mustache.
This is not going to be Deok's, day to day, but it's going to be one of his main costumes, his repertoire. It is a green cloak, kind of Assassin's Creed-esque, covers the face and kind of the in between the eyebrows just ever so slightly so that you can't actually see his face. Just enough so that, this guy's not going to like, holy shit, that's fucking Ziric. So he hands that to him, and then Deok goes ahead and he puts on his own adventuring gear that he has, and this one is going to be a nice kind of little bit more high end, purplish with some studded things around the cloak rim and a couple bells here and there, to bring a little bit of attention to himself because it's Deok, but at the same time he's also covering his face just ever so slightly again. So,
describe it more.
So as Deok and Ziric are putting on these cloaks,
In the middle of the road.
Grog helps the man with the cart and walks off towards the east.
Hey, while you're putting that on, that very complicated costume on, hey, I have an idea. How about you follow him and I'll follow you? That way we can both follow each other, but like at a distance so that he doesn't see me.
well, then follow me.
Grog is making his way east. Deok, you are following him. Are you being stealthy?
Deok is not actually going to be stealthy because he understands that Grog really has no idea who he is. So no stealth is being portrayed here.
Got it. Ziric, you're behind Deok. Are you trying to be stealthy?
I am following at a distance that would be considered stealthy from Grog.
So give
that
me a
make
stealth
sense?
today. Yeah, give me a stealth check.
Or
Do it this.
double-
do it with
doubles.
advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You're
advantage.
in a crowd following a dude who's following a dude.
I got a 24.
Yeah. You fucking that crowd. You are the crowd. You can't be picked out of it. So
Awesome.
Does he just like Ezio into a group of people
Yeah.
and he becomes them?
That's exactly what I do.
you guys follow Grog through some twists and turns through the city, and you eventually end up in the East Market. Just happenstance. From there, he wanders into instead of the stalls and booths, he wanders in kind of a brick and mortar store that has no really descriptive signs on it.
Okay, can I see him at this point? Or am
Yeah, you both managed to see him go into the store. But you are also now in a sprawling market with lots of things going on.
Deok is going to go ahead and step in a couple steps in the store and then make an investigation check on the store.
Go ahead.
So that was a 2. Whoop-de-doo. It's a 2. And altogether, that's going to be a 4 for my investigation check.
Deok, you walk in, a little bell rings. You see it's just Grog in here. He's at the counter, and you see just a bunch of fabrics. Like, it looks like a tailor shop.
Deok is going to go ahead and turn his back to Grog, and he's going to start I'm assuming there's some racks of
there's racks of
clothes.
stuff. And
He's going to grab one of the clothes on the rack and kind of like put it up to the light, and he's going to step back and accidentally bump into Grog while kind of examining this clothing into the light.
Okay, yeah, he's at the counter. You bump into him, and he goes, hey, sorry about that.
Oh, my... Excuse me, I'm a klutz, Didn't mean to do that. How you do today? My bad on that again. I apologize. Please forgive me.
He looks at what you assume is the tailor, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I was just putting in an order for some pants.
Is there anything noticeable about the pants here? Like
he doesn't have the pants. He's just putting in
naked.
an order for them.
Is he putting in an order for secret knife pockets and secret thief pockets?
No one knows that.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm sure you can see by my extravagant get up here that I like to come to tailors and shop around a little bit and make myself cozy in here. I'm no stranger to the finer things in life.
Yeah, that's good, man. So I'm gonna finish putting my order in here.
For sure. What are these pants for? Work or fun or for both?
I just need a new pair of pants, and he points to his pants that he's wearing that just have a big hole in them, like by the knee, like what would have been very cool in 2005. But yeah, he points to his pants. He's like, yeah, I'm just getting some new pants for.
Oh, of course. I apologize. I didn't even introduce myself here. Deok sticks out his hand. Deok in his bottom. Nice to meet you. How you doing today?
I'm Grog.
Grog, wonderful name. That's very beautiful. What do you do?
I'm a mercenary.
Oh, I'm just a simple mailman, so similar career paths, I guess.
A simple mailman who lives the extravagant lifestyle of going to tailors and buying things.
I mean, I could see where you might think that, and it doesn't always add up. But let's just say I got a little extra help from my parents.
On that note,
Yeah, Ziric, where have you been for all of this?
I start getting worried because he's in there for so long. So I open the door. I assume a little bell rings.
Yeah.
I stick my head in, having cast disguise self, and I have disguised myself as an older woman satyr with the gray curly hair of an old woman.
Yeah.
And I go, "Sweetie, get back here. You said you were going to walk me around the bazaar."
Grandma, just wait a second. I'm talking to my new friend Grog here.
Oh, I mean, you shouldn't keep your grandma waiting. That's bad manners.
Well, yeah, definitely. But she's not going to remember this in a couple days.
"Sweetie, I'll take this. I will write you out of the will."
You won't do none of that, Grandma, okay? I don't want to hear it. Get out of here. You know what? Don't get out of here. Sorry, Grandma. Just give me a second. I'm talking to my new friend Grog. I'll be with you.
I waddle in and I grab his ear.
I
start walking.
Yeah.
Grandma, Grog, you didn't tell me where you work.
Freelance.
Okay.
And the door closes and you stand in the East Market. We're going to cut back to Djartus and Breewyn standing outside of Jim's Oddities and Curiosities.
Hey, Djartus, you see any blacksmiths around here?
You hear the distant sound of metal tinging.
I follow my favorite sound.
Yeah. You get to this blacksmith shop and it's got a little sign that says Balthar's Blunts and Blades.
I walk in because it goes ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
So?
he's got a little. No, it's more like a open forage.
Oh.
You just kind of walk around a wall, and he's there working.
Oh,
You assume it's Balthar. It is a dwarf Hootathunkit who has just nice dark hair, and he's got it all braided up, and he's got the braids around like the back of his head,
so it doesn't burn them.
so he doesn't burn his braids. Exactly. And he's like mid hammer strike, and he turns and he goes, "Oh, what can I do for you?"
I was wondering if I could borrow your forge for about. I can see your axe.
Djartus draws his axe and hands it to Breewyn. Is how comical is this?
Oh, it's very comical. Your axe is large and she is very small.
Probably in 45 minutes to an hour.
Wait, you want to borrow?
I just need
My
to fix
forage.
his axe and bend some metal into a breastplate.
I sell breastplate, and I can fix his axe.
But I want to do it. I'm really good. I made this thing, and I point to Sparks. Like Will Smith points to Jada Pinkett Smith.
He puts down his hammer and he walks over to Sparks. You could use some work, but overall the general design's it's very nice. I'll get Balthar.
Hi, I'm Breewyn.
They're very nice. It's good work, but some of your metal taps could be cleaner.
I
That's
mean,
for sure.
I did it in the morning. Without a forge.
Oh, are you? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really good then.
Yeah, man. I was thinking from one professional to another. Did you think I could get a really, like a small mini forge inside of
Well,
them?
I do. I have my apprentice forage.
Oh, that would be
He's
perfect.
not going to be here till noon.
Oh. Yeah, I could get it started for him, and I know that takes a lot of time, and he'd probably appreciate it. It's probably a thing he doesn't like to do.
Okay. Here's the deal I'll offer you. I actually need to go get some supplies.
Okay.
I'm not going to be gone that long.
He can watch the shop.
Do you have any sales experience?
Not with items, only services.
Okay. So, if people walk in, tell them I'll be back in 15.
Is everything priced? I can read numbers.
Yeah, he is.
Well, just tell them I'll be back.
Well, if all he has to say is that he would use it in battle.
Well, just tell them I'll be back. Oh, sorry. You got to ask them when they walk in, if they're looking to protect themselves or deal some damage. You got to ask them that when they walk in. But other than that, just tell them that I'll be back.
Okay.
If you get my apprentice's forge going, you can use it. Yeah,
Cool.
no problem with that. He's kind of lazy, but
Yeah.
I do need to go get some materials. Thank you for watching my shop. I was gonna have to wait for him, so I will be back. Please don't burn my shop down or steal anything.
No, why would we do that?
I have to say it. I have to say it.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for your services, Master Balthar.
Yes.
Djartus Guidehorn at your service.
He goes and shakes your hand. Also, there will be just a small fee because, you're
Yeah.
borrowing my forge.
Yeah, I'll pay you
Okay.
for the coal use.
Yeah. He walks off. Brewen, I assume you start getting to work on fixing the axe.
Yes, I do.
All righty.
And making a breastplate.
Cool. So you start work on the axe. Djartus, some time goes by. A little more than 15 minutes. So you're pushing almost an hour now.
Ooh, that's quite a time.
Yeah.
I assume the apprentice hasn't shown up yet. It's not noon yet.
Nope.
Is it getting close to midday?
I would say it's getting close to midday.
I peek my head out the front door.
You see the sprawling market and give me a perception check.
Yeah, Djartus being just so perceptive all the time, just constantly. It got a whopping 8.
Yeah, Djartus, you just don't really pick out anything out of the ordinary. You don't see anyone walking towards the shop. You've told a couple people that have wandered in that Balthar will be back soon, kind of thing.
And I asked them if they're looking to protect themselves or deal some damage.
The usual answer is they're looking to protect themselves. But you go back in the forge. Brewen, you haven't noticed any of this. You've been hard at work.
Mm-hmm.
And about 15 minutes after that, there's a knock. And someone walks around the corner. And then another one walks around the corner. And then another person walks around the corner. And they're all well-built, a dwarf, a human, and a half-orc, wearing leather armor, hands on their swords.
Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to Balthar's Blunts and Blades. Are you looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Oh, we're looking to deal some damage.
Are you looking for Mr. Balthar? He will return in hopefully 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We'll be long gone by then.
I'm confused by your answer. I asked if you were looking for him, and you said sure, and then said that you would be gone.
Did you, happen to be in the small town of Anthos a couple days ago?
No.
No.
That's an 18.
Ooh, a nat 20 and 18 on the die and a 13. One of them goes, the dwarf goes, well, he said he wasn't there, and the other two smack him.
he's like the middle one.
Yeah. Yeah, the smallest guy's in the middle, and the other two smack him. Yeah, it's perfect.
All right, I want to roll insight.
Go ahead.
Yeah, a 12.
You're putting two and two together here. And they go, now, we can do this one of two ways. You simply come with us. And we take you where we need to take you. Or we draw our swords. You pick up something that you find. We push the gnome into the fire.
I'm outside, right?
No, they're around the corner. They're in the fort.
Oh.
But you can't hear them. You don't know. I just assume you have full hyper
Oh, yeah.
focus.
Hyper focus for
So-
sure.
So that's your options. What you gonna do?
Well, sirs, if we're going to fight, I'm not going to ruin Mr. Balthar's shop.
Oh, no, don't worry. We're just gonna stab you a bunch and then that's gonna be it. So you're saying you're gonna fight, and they all draw their swords, and they're not brandishing them at you. They've drawn them,
Has anyone made any flashy movements, loud noises?
No.
Okay.
I was still deciding. But I was setting that as a precursor, if you will. I won't be fighting you in this shop, because that would be rude.
Oh, it's not going to be much of a fight. And now we're going to cut back to Ziric and Deok. Ziric and Deok, you just got out of this, what is a tailor that you just found out. Ziric, you're disguised as an elderly satyr. Deok, you got a cloak with bells on it.
I still have him by the ear, and I pull him around the corner. Is there like an alley or something we can get into?
Yeah, there's an alley close by. It's a city.
Can we hide behind a dumpster or something in there?
There's, sure, something like that.
Sweet. So I get back there and I go, Deok, what? Deok, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I was just trying to get some intel, and the next thing I know, you turn into, like, what I would assume could look like my grandma. You ugliest fucking satyr I've ever seen in my life. But,
I modeled it after you, actually.
Well, not too bad then.
Instant flip.
But yeah, I was trying to get a better understanding of, the guys that you were dealing with. I mean, what? That's SNFco right there, no?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you just freaked me out. You were taking so long.
I had it under control. I was, as the kids say, making friends with Grog.
Okay, well, I think we should just wait out here and wait for him to leave so we can keep following him.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. He doesn't know who I am.
No, I know. Sorry. I got very, very scared that you were. I don't know what.
I think I understand. You were genuinely worried about me.
Oh no, that wasn't it. No. Mm-mm.
You can say whatever you want, but I appreciate that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back in there together. You're gonna still be my grandmother. I'm gonna go ask him a few more questions, and then I got some shit I need to sell. And then we're gonna go try to find Breewyn and Big Guy.
Okay.
Djartus.
That actually sounds like a decent plan for once.
Perfect.
Okay, I gotta get back into character. Deok, rub my bunions. Okay, there we go.
Deok and Ziric are gonna walk back in.
You
to
round the
Grog.
corner, and Grog opens up the door holding like a paper sack and just walks off into the market.
Grog, slow down there, buddy.
He turns around and he's stunned. Yeah?
Yeah, no, I didn't get to, talk to you further. She came in here, she's all worried. I think she's got dementia. She doesn't know where she is half the time. So, but no.
Deok, who's your friend?
Grandma, don't worry about it. But no, I just wanted to catch up with you a little bit more. Like I felt like we were really connecting back there.
He's a handsome man.
I'm sorry. Are you a mercenary? Were you lying about are you looking for a job? Did you hear that I'm a mercenary and you thought that I could maybe hook you up with a job? Is that what's going on? Am I being punked?
Oh, yes.
Am I being punked?
Yes, Deok, he's been living in my basement since he was 18. He definitely needs a job.
Grandma, I work for the post office.
Just the most pitiful look from Grog.
Look, Mr. Grog. I'm always looking to find something new, The post office, it has its ups and downs, but it's not as much excitement as I need in my life.
So you are looking for freelance work?
No, and he winks at Grog.
Okay, well, if you're not looking for
No,
freelance...
I am, but you see my eye?
I just thought it was a tick. I'm not gonna lie.
I am looking for mercenary work. Please, Grog.
Mercenary?
Grandma, shut up!
So Send us the pictures of your grandma playing D&D.
Yeah,
please.
so send us your pictures of your grandma playing D&D, please.
Sponsored by your grandma's playing
We'll
D&D.
shut her up real good.
Okay. Oh, well, it just so happens that I'm actually going to get my next job.
Oh, perfect. Can I just tag along? What's going on?
Are we taking your grandma? It's not really the...
I go everywhere with him.
Unfortunately, we are a package deal. But she can stay outside.
Okay, I need you to follow me real quick. And you duck back into the alley that you were just in with just the two of you, but it's Grog. And he gets up on you real big. And he goes, look, I don't know what the fuck you're trying to do. But if you're actually a mercenary, I'm not taking your grandma to where we're going to go and get work.
Oh, okay.
Am I there?
Yeah.
I'm a mercenary too.
With all due respect, ma'am, I just do not believe you.
I do a backflip.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, no.
It's a 10.
You eat shit. You do that half backflip where you land on kind of like your neck a little bit. He goes, oh my God, ma'am. And he like helps you up.
I used to be a mercenary. Maybe I've lost my
Deok grabs Grog's.
Will not be taking your grandma with you.
Hey, look, seeing Grog trying to help up my grandma, I kind of like grab his hand and pull it away from her, and I say to Grog, just leave her on the ground here. Come with me over here for a second. And
I will not leave your grandma on the ground. What? Who are you? You're a monster.
She's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm all right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I pull Grog off to the side, away from the dumpster.
This is one of the strangest interactions I've had in a very long time.
Stay with me here, Grog. Look at me. Okay. I'm gonna tell her something. You know, I'm gonna tell her to go back to the hotel. I'm gonna tell her to get away from here. She won't be coming. She can't hear this conversation.
Okay.
I'm definitely a mercenary, and I'm ready to begin this new life of mine.
Give me a deception check.
It's a 12.
Well, Grog got a pretty low insight. He goes, okay, yeah, you send your grandma back to the inn or whatever, and then we're going to go get this new job.
Yeah, I'm staying over at the Great Wall, so how about you meet me over there in about, 30 minutes, and then I'll get her upstairs.
No.
I'll drop her off.
I need to go there now.
Okay, I'll just tell her to scram. Get out of here.
Is she going to be okay?
Am I still there?
You're like a little bit far away.
I go up.
Deok, is everything okay, honey?
Is she going to be fine?
She'll be okay. Don't worry. Deok walks over to Ziric, dressed up as his quote-unquote grandma, yanks her off to the side behind the trash can or dumpster once more and whispers, you need to get the fuck out of here. I'm going back with him, and that's final.
Are you gonna die?
No! I'm going to be okay. Go back to the inn, and I'll meet you at the end of the day.
Okay, fine.
Okay, Grandma, look, there's a nice bowl of sugar upstairs for you with some flour. You know, I'm expecting some nice cookies when I get home.
Okay, those are my specialty.
I know. How about you get up there and make your specialty start being special? I go back to Grog. All right, she's getting out of here. Sorry about her.
Good to meet. I am like way down at the end of the alley. Good to meet you, Grog.
Please get back safe.
I'll bring you some cookies later.
You need to treat your grandma with more respect.
She's delusional. She doesn't know what's going on. She won't remember this interaction later. I love my grandma dearly, but it's not worth my time at this moment.
Okay, well, I guess follow me. And you and Grog start walking through the market. Ziric, are you actually going back to the hotel?
So Ziric is going to sort of do a grandma shuffle, down the road a little bit until he's like kind of halfway around a corner. He's going to dispel disguise self, and he's going to begin following them yet again.
Give me a stealth check. Yeah, with advantage.
Holy shit.
Oh, with advantage? Don't mind if I do. That is a 28.
Yeah, okay. You are the crowd. Deok, you and Grog make your way through the crowd through the markets, through the winding streets, and you eventually come to what looks like a maintenance building. And he just goes up and he just does shave and a haircut. The door slides open and he goes, "I got my pants today." And it shuts and the door opens. And there's just a big human guy there. And you follow him through the series of tunnels, and you eventually get to what is an underground black market. Ziric, you follow them to this location. You see him do shave and a haircut. Now give me a perception check.
12. I'm not great.
You know he said something to him, but you don't know what.
I walk up to the door
All right.
and I knock.
And the slot opens. It's just eyes staring at you.
I shot my plants today.
The slot slowly closes.
Shit.
From here, we're going to cut over to...
Shot my plants.
From here... All right, here we go.
I shot my plants today.
From here, we're going to cut over to Djartus and Breewyn. You're standing in the blacksmith's forge/sales room with these three thugs standing in front of you who've drawn their weapons. And he goes, "So, what's it going to be?"
May I ask you fellows another question?
1.
Have you spoken with Mr. Balthar?
Balthar's just fine.
Breewyn turns around. She's like, "Hey, Djartus, I think I finished it. It's kind of hot, but it'll work."
It gets very tense as Breewyn is holding the axe out just arm's length away from you.
It's
Yeah, I snagged that bitch.
Yeah, everyone roll for
It's
initiative.
hot.
Let's go. Djartus.
15.
Breewyn.
22. It was a nat 20.
Nice.
Nice.
So the order is going to be Breewyn, the human thug, the half-orc thug, Djartus, the dwarf thug. Breewyn, you hold up Djartus's axe, and he grabs it out of your hands, and you instantly understand the situation you're in. What do you do?
Breewyn sees all these guys standing in a line because they walked in and posted up like a bunch of thugs.
Fools.
And she points at a hammer on the wall and casts catapult on it. And I need the guy on the far left to make a dex save. If he passes the next guy, then the next guy. Cool.
That guy does not make the save.
The first guy does not make the save. So yeah, she points at the hammer, casts catapult, and it smacks this. Yes, yeet. It smacks the first guy on the left right in the temple for a whopping 6 damage.
Yeah, it just flies off the wall. He doesn't see it coming and just smacks him in the head.
And also, I move up a little closer to keep them away from the forge and the fire and make sure they don't, break shit. Me and my steel defender that I was standing on as a stool.
I think at this point, the dude who just got hit with the hammer is going to run up to Breewyn and attack her.
The human thug.
The human thug.
Mm-hmm. Just a 1 hit? No.
Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo.
It's a 2.
Yeah, that missed.
And then he takes his second attack.
Oh, the twist.
What's your AC?
It's a
22, 35.
yeah, it's a 35. 16.
He's going to hit you with an 18 total.
Sparks imposes disadvantage. Using deflect attack. The defender imposes disadvantage on an attack roll of one creature it can see within 5 feet once per round.
Once per round?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Not short rest or anything?
It's a reaction.
It's a literal reaction. It is one of
that
the
you
two
can do
things.
every single round.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Dad.
JD, did you think that we were gonna make this easy on you?
A 10.
We're here to make
10
your
does
life
not hit.
hell.
All right, so the half-orc guy is going to run up to you and take his 2 attacks now.
Now you gone and done it, Megan.
I know.
I rolled 2 14s.
Suck it.
No, on the dice 14s.
Oh, motherfucker.
And not a third 14 in a row. So that makes it 2 18s. You,
Did you already see me?
No
wait.
reactions on this one.
What do you mean, oh, wait?
Never mind.
You already used your reaction.
No, Sparks didn't go.
Oh.
It's fine.
So he's going to run up to you and he's just going to, they all got long swords. He's just going to run up to you and he's just going to do 12 damage as he swipes into you twice.
Jesus. That's a lot of damage.
Djartus.
Appearing behind the dwarf is a spooky shadow version of myself, Corey Colvin.
Yep.
Djartus Guidehorn. I advance up next to Breewyn and then I swing at the dwarf.
Hey, I haven't even gone yet.
Does a 23 math hit?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I bring my axe down on this guy and I deal a whopping 11 damage.
Damn,
Nice.
son.
You bring your axe down on this dwarf and he just looks up and he goes, I didn't even go yet, but now I'm going to get you. A 7 and a nat 20.
Well, one of those hits.
It's the 7. He's got a weird claws.
14 points of damage as he stabs into you.
Underneath this ancient armor,
Wow.
there's an adamantine lining, so
Oh, yeah?
yeah, no
oh,
crits.
is there?
no crits.
Breewyn, it's your turn.
Breewyn gonna smack a bitch.
Nice.
I'm gonna hit the middle one, the dwarf.
Number middle one.
Do I have advantage?
You do.
Yes.
Absolutely.
From the
Yeah,
two-
because Djartus' shadow is behind him.
Good thing I have advantage. Oh, it's right here. 18.
That hits.
Sweet. I'm gonna swing at the dwarf and do
What weapon is Breewyn currently using?
the motherfucking big fucking wrench. Mother.
Motherfucking indeed.
Yeah, it's 9 damage. It is 1 more than the minimum damage.
Yeah, you just swing your wrench into his side and he's just like, ow! Yeah, okay, I see how it is.
And then Sparks is gonna be like, "All right, Mom, I'm gonna show you how it's done."
That's a big called shot. You know not to do that.
That's a 10 hit.
10 does not hit.
What did I tell you?
And Sparks swipes at the dwarf as well, but he kind of fumbles it a little bit.
All right, well, the dwarf's like, me? Again? Really? And the human thug is going to now just go right for Djartus. That's gonna be a 17 and a 12.
Meets beats on the 17. You hit me.
6 points of damage, my guy.
Ooh.
So the half-orc is going to just take some steps forward, and he's going to get on the other side of Breewyn, and he's just going to stab it into Breewyn from behind, or attempt to anyway.
Hey, whoa.
15 on the first attack. Does that hit?
Nope.
18 on the second attack.
Nope.
And what do you mean no?
Disadvantage, please.
Oh, he's got advantage, so 20.
Stop calling shots, Megan. It doesn't work in D&D.
9 points of damage,
I'm gonna die.
and that makes it Djartus' turn. You should have given up when you had the chance.
I swing at this dwarf again.
God damn it.
Hey, we got to take at least one of them down. We can't let them all walk out of here alive. Motherfucker. Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. All right, he's going to take a whopping 14 damage as once again I bring my axe down upon him.
You bring your axe down upon him straight into his dwarven skull, and it splits.
Then, immediately from behind the human, my shadow attacks.
Yeah, boy.
Noise.
I'm using an ability called Unleash Incarnation. You can heighten your echo's fury. Whenever you take the attack action, you can make one additional melee attack from the echo's position.
Do it!
Oh yeah, that's a big fat 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
And a whopping 9 damage.
Yeah, that's still pretty good.
Yeah, no, he's like, what? Ah! And that would have been the dwarf's turn. But now it's Breewyn's turn.
Hooray!
Breewyn is gonna turn around and she's going to use great weapon fighting.
What does great weapon fighting do?
-5 to hit, +10 to damage.
That's pretty great.
That's a 20, so it's a 15. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
Yes.
Hey, what's that on the die?
It's a 12.
You have a +8?
I have a +8.
You have a magic weapon.
Magic weapon.
It's like, fuck.
I'm trying to get a +8.
Roll your damage, my dude.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Did your damage change?
No, I'm just trying to remember. Hell yeah. 5, 10, plus another 10, plus 6 is 26.
Yeah, you
Guy's
absolutely
face.
crush this guy's, like, what head? What head? Just, I don't know. I don't know where it is because it's gone. It's gone.
Like the rust monster I over squished.
Yeah, you over squished for sure.
What's his name? Balthar?
Yeah. Oh, he's going to be pissed for sure.
Balthar's gonna
He's
get
gonna
back.
be so happy his place didn't get ransacked.
I'd like to think that Breewyn has to like stand on top of Spark's like head
Yeah.
and like as far as she can reach
Yeah.
to crush this guy's skull.
It's one of those things where like a kid would get down on his
No, no,
hands
no,
and
no,
knees so the other kid could jump off his back and dunk. It's that, but off of Sparks and just
Also, the wrench is just that big.
What does Sparks do?
Sparks doesn't even turn around, but back kicks like a donkey into the half-orc behind them.
Okay.
Sparks got a 19 to hit.
That hits.
9 force damage. This was a much better round for my pair.
The guy in front of you sees both his dudes are dead, and he's gonna go into like just a full 110%.
like cyborg.
Kicking in the afterburners.
That's a nat 20
God.
Oh, he really does.
and a 21 to hit.
Is he swinging at me or
You, yeah,
or at Sparks?
you.
Fuck. So I'm gonna die?
Possibly.
No, I'm gonna die.
Okay, are you gonna?
Like die, or just like go down?
Go down.
Well, unless he does 37 points of damage.
You're just taking these both. You're not gonna do your little reaction thing.
Oh, I will use the reaction on that crit, please.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, thanks.
Cool.
Well, he doesn't crit anymore.
Still
He
hits.
doesn't even hit.
You're still
No.
probably
well,
down.
He's still
but-
still
Nice.
going down. Just making sure.
Ooh, 10 damage.
Oh yeah, I was down.
He just reaches up and slashes at Bree and gets her like right near the shoulder collarbone area, and she just falls off Sparks and hits the ground hard. And he goes, "What's up? Come on. You got my guys, I got your guy. Let's go. You and me, big guy."
One of his best friends just got like splatted like a.
I don't care about these guys at all. I don't even know their names. Djartus.
Who doesn't? These are bad workplace associates.
I move my shadow to behind this rude, edgy half-orc.
Fuck you.
And then I move up to him and I say, "You shouldn't have hurt my friend." And I'm swing at him with my axe a bunch. All right, so the first one's gonna be a whopping 17 to hit.
That hits.
That's from my current position as Djartus proper swings his great axe. Oh, for a big, tasty 15 damage.
I saw it on the die. That's right.
Damn. All right. Yeah.
And now my spooky, scary shadow boy is going to swing from his position for a whopping 18 to hit
That hits.
and deal a whopping 14 damage.
He does this. Oh my god.
It's like these guys really didn't stand a chance, did they? I mean, they did get Breewyn. I take that back.
They did get Breewyn.
They did get you.
And then I say, Spark, get him.
Oh no, Spark doesn't have to get him. You bring your axe down on him and you clip his shoulder, and he's still up. He's ready to go. And then he just goes, and he flexes his back really hard. And then your shadow rips its shadowy axe out of his back, and he falls onto his face in front of you.
I instantly I check on Breewyn.
You still have healing potions. Because you only gave one of the 3 we got from the sheriff to these guys.
See, I thought I had some healing potions, but I didn't add them to my physical or digital inventory.
Tut tut.
Like some kind of fool.
I guess I'll just take him away then.
Stabilizer?
Hey, fuck you.
Stabilizer?
Yeah, I give her an entire potion of healing.
2d4 plus 2.
Heck yeah, do it.
7.
Breewyn comes back, opens her eyes.
Well, we got him. We got him.
I am so terribly sorry, Breewyn.
It's okay. It's not your fault. You didn't make these guys come rob this place. That's what they were doing, right?
I don't know. I think they came here for us, actually.
What
They asked about Anthos, the flower city, if I was just there.
Oh,
I told them no, but I don't think I was very convincing.
And from there, we're going to cut to Ziric, who is standing well outside of this, what seems to be a maintenance building.
So I'm going to find a quiet corner, a park bench or something to sit on, and I'm going to flip through my large grimoire of Thieves' Cant, searching for a spell that might help me in the situation.
Ziric, go ahead and give me an Arcana check as you flip through your grimoire.
That'll be a 21.
Nice. As we kind of said, your grimoire is fully ciphered in Thieves' Cant. And it's elaborate. It's intricate. But you flip to a page and you start reading through it, and there's this little subtext that you see that you figure out, and you speak it out loud, and the pages flutter, and the ink that was that subsection shoots into your chest and bleeds into you, and your eyes flash green for a moment. You look at this spell that you happen to activate, and you basically just put fairy blood into you, and you're now fey touched.
Wow, that was uncomfortable. I think I know what I'm doing at this point, and I close the book. I walk back up to the door, and I knock on it.
The slot opens.
So as soon as the slot opens, I'm going to cast Misty Step directly behind the man who opened the door, and I'm going to take my dagger and hit him with the butt of the dagger directly in the back of the head.
Roll to hit.
21.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And you do surprise him, so you will get your sneak dice on this, my guy.
All right. Including my sneak dice, that's a total of 16 damage. Non-lethal, please.
Yeah, you just take your dagger, smack him in the back of the head, and he just crumples.
I pat his head as it bleeds onto the floor, I'm sure. And I take the slide and I close it.
Nice.
And I sneak down the hallway the same way that Deok, I'm sure, went.
Give me a stealth check.
24?
Yeah, okay, that's really good. Deok, welcome to the black market. Goods, services, jobs. You can get them all here if you're a little shady. So, welcome. What'd you say your name was again?
Yeah, my name's Deok.
That's right. Deok. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go find a job. I know my guy. He's this way.
Hey, Grog, while we're heading over there, can you tell me anything about Periton heads and what they might fetch for here in this
Oh, you want to sell
darker
one?
market?
Yeah. We'll stop by a guy. You go through kind of some of the stalls and you get to a guy and he's just got heads of monsters and wolves and people
Ugh.
on display. And he goes, I'm Hickory Headman Jack.
Nice to meet your acquaintance here, Headman.
I sell heads.
I can see that. I see you got a wide range and variety
Only
of heads here.
Heads.
I think I have one that you might need to add to your collection.
Show me.
Deok goes into his bag and pulls out this nice, large, disgusting Periton head. You ever seen one of these before?
He licks his lips.
Gross.
That's nasty.
Yeah. Periton. That's a good head.
It is very good.
You give good head for sure.
Damn it, I was just about to make that joke for sure.
I'll give you 20 gold.
I think you're going a little low there. I know this is negotiation. You start somewhere, I go somewhere else. So, actually, I'm going to do an investigation check while I say this.
What are you investigating?
Yeah.
Or what would the check be?
What are you checking?
To see if he's BSing me?
Insight.
Insight check, yeah. Sorry. Still don't know how to play the game. That's going to be a 21 insight.
You know he's lowballing you for sure.
Yeah, I just don't think that you're giving me proper, face value here.
Oh, shit. You don't even need to roll a persuasion. You're right. I'll give you 50 gold for it.
Make it 55, we got a deal.
Persuasion check.
Face value. Jesus Christ.
Face value is such a good pun. I'm dying.
That is going to be a 22.
You know what? You're right. And you made me laugh on the inside. It's the only place I laugh.
Well, thank you, Mr. Head Guy. Truly appreciate doing business with you. I'm here with my friend Grog, and he's got a mercenary job for me. So I better get over there and make sure I do it. But we go ahead and make the exchange now.
Bring me more heads.
Oh.
And you get back to Grog, and he goes, ugh, I fucking hate that guy.
He didn't seem like that bad of a character.
No, he creeps me out, man.
I'm used to it. I'm used to creepy individuals.
Deok, you and Grog make your way through these stalls on your way to presumably what your quote-unquote next job is going to be. And as you casually walk through the black market, a shadow follows behind. A shadow with feathers. And that is where we'll end our session. And that's episode 10, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Once again, we are just having a great time making this for you guys, and we hope you're enjoying it. I'm going to kick it over to Jackson for our socials, where you can find us.
Yeah, go ahead, guys, and follow us on our socials. We have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Discord. You guys can find us at Derps and Dragons. Also, recently, we held a contest with our good friends over at Average Adventuring Party. And with that contest came out 2 shout-outs. So we're going to go ahead and do those 2 shout-outs here. First shout-out is going to go to @JoeyKirkland. Thank you for following and listening to both Derps and Dragons and Average Adventuring Party.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
We appreciate it. And then for our second shout-out is another podcast, which is Nights Around the Table. Thank you again for following both us and Average Adventuring Party and listening in. You guys are pretty awesome and comment on all our stuff. And extra special shout-out to A Can of Trash, because I know you're part of that podcast. And I am going to go ahead and kick it over to Cameron.
So aside from our socials, if you want to hit us up over email, you can find us at derpsanddragonspod@gmail.com, or we actually have a Patreon that we're going to be starting up here in just a sec. It's going to be in the description. You'll find a link to it, and you can, if you like, give us money to keep doing this.
Please join our Patreon. That would be awesome.
We have
Yeah.
such a backlog of bloopers. And by backlog, I mean episode 8 when I started.
Yeah,
saving
we're gonna have
them
cool stuff.
separately.
If you want to hop on that Patreon, like
Exclusive content, maybe
Exclusive
some
content, yeah.
nudies. Probably
Sign
not
up.
nudies,
not
but
nudies.
Some talking over each other.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to send it over to Megan.
All right, guys. While you're out there giving us monetary donations,
Please.
why don't you donate some free things like stars and words? Your stars and words can be given to us on Spotify.
Delicious words.
Yeah, no
Delicious
words
stars.
on. Yeah, delicious stars on Spotify. You can also rate us on like Audible. I noticed we got some ratings there. I mean, you got, I think even like iHeartRadio. They'll let us be rated there. But if you want to leave words and actually say nice things about us, Apple Podcast is your place.
yes, please go give us some reviews on Apple Podcasts. We would truly appreciate it.
Yep.
With all due respect, your words were extremely valuable to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Sasha.
Thank you, Sasha. Now, Corey in the hot seat.
Corey, how nervous do you get for these?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay.
Corey, what was your first D&D character?
So my first D&D character, he was a cleric. We were playing a campaign that's totally, absolutely, obviously not a ripoff of Game of Thrones. And his name was Thorspaz, which is super original because that is the gaming alter ego, gamer tag, if you will, that I have been using since 2006. So
Wow,
real
yeah.
original there.
It's like an antique,
Holy shit. Yeah.
that name.
Yeah, he was a cleric. It was a 3-5 campaign.
Oh, God.
Hey, we love
Hey,
3-5.
3-5 is
3-5
just
is
more
great.
numbers.
I've actually never played 3-5, and
insane.
all I've heard is that it's completely broken and also way too hard to comprehend.
Yeah, so
And
that,
it's awesome.
that campaign died around level 7, and about level 6, I was like, "Oh my god, there's so much you can do in this game," and I had planned all of his levels up to level 30.
Hell
gosh.
yeah.
And then I found out that, well, D&D games die, so that was a lesson. And then also I found out that once you hit level 30 in 3.5,
You can get to 30?
Mhm.
you're technically a god at that point.
Yeah.
You're a minor deity.
Okay.
I didn't know that at the time, but I learned that eventually whenever I was talking to my fellow friends about that.
That's awesome. Also, if you guys are listening, go ahead and tell us what your guys' first character was.
Yeah,
We wanna
that'd be
know.
cool.
Yeah, jump in the Discord.
Jump in the Discord, yes.
Shout out to the Discord. We actually have an awesome little community that's building in there. Shout
Come
out
be a
to
part
all
of
of
it.
you.
It's cute.
If you're listening, I love you.
And speaking of things you can come join, we actually have our Patreon up now. That's going to be at patreon.com/Derps and Dragons. And we have 3 new patrons to shout out. That's going to be Emma L. and our 2 badass dragons, Alex C. and Breakfast Baron. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. We hope more people hop on the Patreon train and help support us. You are all so amazing. Bad Dragon, if you're out there, please sponsor us.
Please.
But thank you. It's been awesome. Hope you join us a fortnight from now when we release episode 11. It's going to be great.
The podcast is gone
Woo!
for 2 weeks.
Be back in 2 weeks, baby!
Okay, love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bad Dragon, please sponsor us.
My name's Jackson Solbeck. I play Deok Innisbottom, a level 4 bard satyr with a Deok in his bottom.
Hey guys, it's Djartus Guidehorn here.
It's Jonas
I have a nice cock.
Schmeat.
Yes, it's Djartus Guidehorn here.